presented by A&B Cafe of downtown Winchester. If you're in town on the race, stop by for great food, cold drinks, and plenty of fun. They have daily lunch and dinner specials and half-price pizza on Tuesdays, taco Wednesdays, plus breakfast starting tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Yes, you can hit that on the way out of town, or just hit it every day of the week. A&B Cafe, check them out in downtown Winchester on Main Street. Open at 6 a.m. tomorrow with great breakfast and great sandwiches and food specials throughout the day. Right now, the drivers are lined up in the chute leading to the racetrack, elbow to elbow. Thanks, drivers, for the great turnout. Fans, now's your chance to get an autograph. Perhaps want to get an event T-shirt signed by the stars, the Rich Vogler Classic, presented by the Pallet Builders. Well, there's a couple of silent auction items. Brady Bacon is going to donate for the Rich Vogler Scholarship Foundation silent auction. He has a tail tag signed by Brady Bacon. It's at the official souvenir T-shirt area. You also can get a picture with the winner's trophy, the Rich Vogler Classic presented by the Pallet Builder. The trophy's on display as well at the official souvenir stand. And when you buy a ticket for the official event, we'll give you a raffle ticket that will win you perhaps some other prizes that were donated for Mother's Day when we originally had this race scheduled. We also like to ask for help with donations. There's a bucket that says for Bella's Fight. It's our 7-year-old friend of the racetrack. She is right here in Winchester battling through a lot for a 7-year-old. Her only option for a cure with her disease was a bone marrow transplant. She started chemo February 9th and finally received her donor cells on February 25th of this year. She is at Cincinnati Children's right now, and we'll hope to see her back here at the track soon. If you'd like to help donate to her medical fund, please do so. There's a Connect collection there as well in the Fan Midway at the official T-shirt display. So please keep Bella in your thoughts, and if you have a chance to contribute, that'd be great. Pat Sullivan is signing books. John Mahoney's down here. This is a famous gathering right by the old USAC trailer. Pat, you've got books for sale. Tell us about them and how people can get their hands on one.
Well, you got the USAC Ground Trailer. We've got two, actually. We've got a special deal starting now through Indiana Sprint Week with Modern Thunder, the history of the USAC Sprint Car Series that went through the 2017 season, and Rolling Thunder, the comprehensive history of the United States Motorcycle Series. Last series, the 50th anniversary series, season of the series. John Mahoney's here, Hall of Fame photographer Richie Murray, the USAC wizard, if you will. Mom May is the great Hall of Famer from Lincoln, Nebraska. Very much a labor of love for us. I know you have a great deal of affinity for history, and we just wanted to see history preserved.
And the books themselves. These go through the 2020 season, the new Rolling Thunder book. So many fans haven't seen these. There are more pictures, more newness to what would be a long history of this story series in this book.
Yeah, it covers from the very beginning, 1971, complete results, season standings, the wins. John Mahoney's incomparable photos with some photos from some other photographers as well. We're really proud of it. We were a little anxious with 2020 that we were going to have a real season get in, but ultimately we had not only a real season but an incredible series. So we're really happy. It was really important. I had been a part of a book called The Dirt Road to Silver Crown, which took this book about 1998. It was time to do another edition of the book, and therefore we as the Rolling Center, Bob Mason, Fast Track Silver, stepped up, and so we're really happy.
It's an amazing story. It's an amazing way to find out what you love here at Winchester Speedway. If you love Silver Crown cars, this book has it all. It's a nice hardbound book, and you know what? To buy dad or mom or your sister for Christmas, this could be the greatest gift they'd ever get under the tree.
Well, the interesting thing about it is, as I mentioned before, we've got about, I think, 19 of the modern Thunder books in that series. And frankly, we have about 80 or so of the Silver Crown books. And to be honest, Bob May has looked to see if we can do another short run print, and it's cost prohibitive, and so it's probably over. When this one's done, it's done, and so there's about 80 of them left.
More authors contributing to this book. They're all standing here, right now. The USAC trailer, Rolling Thunder. The book is now available here at Winchester Speedway and throughout Indiana Spring Week.
Yeah, we certainly hope that one of the things why we wanted to come here was the opportunity for people to line up and get these drivers to sign it. It's a ready-made situation for them.
Absolutely, Pat. Thank you for all you do. And Richie's over here. Richie, I'm going to give you a Sharpie that is a really big fat one. You ready? Hang on, I got one. There. There's that one. All right, here we go. Drivers are signing autographs. Aaron Pierce is hanging out signing actually a Rolling Thunder book right now. He's at the head of the autograph table. Eric Gordon is hanging out signing. The last autograph you'll want to get is the man who is sitting closest to the front stretch. His name is Justin Grant, the defending Silver Crown champion. Justin, I want to talk about the thrilling qualifying and practice here at May 2nd. You went over 120 miles an hour. The speeds here are incredible. What is it like running a Silver Crown car here on the high deck at Winchester?
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. It's definitely fast, and you're out a lot harder than most places we take. So you're in the corner deep, and actually throttle a lot quicker than we normally are, and it makes it exciting, makes it a lot of fun.
Your first qualifying lap, I would say, was probably the lap of the day in this car that put me on my edge of my seat. What is he doing? You went hard into turn one. Tell us about that run.
Yeah, I got down in there pretty deep, probably too deep. My last time wasn't that great. It's supposed to be there in the middle, but yeah, I got excited. Smoked it off, and it's very exciting.
The length of this race, Salem Speedway has hosted Silver Crown race. This is the first one we've had here at Winchester. 100 laps. How much do you have to take? How much do you have to conserve in the race for this long ride?
I think as much grip as we have around here, and it's as much as you're loaded into the right side tires to bang, I think it's going to be more pace yourself and not wearing your tires out and maybe you do a lot of other places. I think you're going to have to be careful with yourself because you can drive it hard here, and it asks you to drive it really hard. But I think you wear your stuff out pretty quick. You're very confident and hopefully you can save enough for the end.
Starting in the 5th position, you mentioned probably holding a speed qualifying. Know you had one of the fastest practice speeds. Looking how things shake out, how exciting will it be for the fans knowing when you have ahead of you 100 laps, but more importantly, the start of this race, we're going 2 wide for the first time tonight on the opening lap.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be exciting. Like I said, it's fast. It's fine. We should be able to race pretty good. And there's different lane options. It seems like so. We should see some really, really good races. Like the back and forth. And you get a lot of pretty high closing rates. That'll be pretty exciting. And that should make for a great race. Should be action-packed.
Wish you well for a safe race as well. Thank you, Justin.
Yeah, thank you. And thanks everybody for coming out.
That's Justin Grant, the car number 91, the Helmergarn Racing car, last year's champion this year. Very fast in May 2nd practice. He also had a chance to practice well. We qualified just moments ago, if you're just joining us here at Winchester Speedway, in reverse practice speed. So the slowest cars went first, and Justin was near the tail with the fast qualifying run, and he'll start 5th here tonight. Eric Gordon has been here a bunch of times. How you doing? He's over here. Sorry, he's got the hat on. I couldn't recognize it. I saw it. Eric, I thought you had the same hairdo from behind. I'm sorry. How much fun is it coming back here to Winchester?
You're a laughing minute, aren't you?
Ryan.
No, I tell you what, I am absolutely thrilled to be back here at Winchester, and I have to applaud pallet builders and Brady Bacon and all the folks, Charlie Shaw, USAC, everybody put this together. This is one of the most historical tracks in the United States. Pleasure to run here, and I'm tickled to death that we're able to come back here and run.
I saw Brad roll in today. He was smiling then. I'm sure he's smiling now for you after your fourth place qualifying effort. What kind of speed did you find in practice? And do you have more left in that number 99 when we roll the green flag here in a little while?
Yeah, we've got some guys helping us there. My son Jake and Keith Mossapple and Kurt Huff, Derek Rich, a whole bunch of them. We have the car handling well. You know, we all have a lot of experience here. We just got to dial the motor in a little more. I think we'll have some form of fire management at Silver Crown. It's always a big deal. But we'll see how it goes.
We wish you well. Eric Gordon, you're probably the most experienced here. But what is it like jumping into a Silver Crown car here at Winchester, knowing all these greats you have? But today's a new day, 2021. The technology is here. The speed is here. What were those first laps like today?
Well, actually, with the Silver Crown car and the long wheelbase, it's a lot more comfortable than like when we ran here with the midgets and the sprint cars. They were a little bit more twitchy. The longer wheelbase Silver Crown car and actually feels more comfortable. So I'm extremely comfortable. I'm used to the sprint car jumping all over the place. So I'm looking forward to a 100-lap race. I hope everybody has a safe race, and I hope we put on a great show for all these great folks that came out here to support this event.
Thank you. That's the thoughts of Eric Gordon. Patrick Lawson is sitting here saying, hey, aren't you going to talk to me? You thought I was Eric Gordon. Drive the number 2 from row number 9. What is the focus and thoughts for you in this beautiful yet scary racetrack to run on?
Well, to make all 100 laps and keep the tires on it, I think is going to be our main concern tonight.
You got some practices, but that was way back in May. What have you guys adjusted on the car, and what have you worked on throughout the day today?
We're working on our tires from last time we was up here. I think we worked on everything. A time or two, took it apart 5 times and put it back together. But as far as today, we're working about our tire program.
Wish you well, Patrick. I know you've got more people waiting for your autograph, so thanks for being part of this autograph session as well.
Thank you.
That's Patrick Lawson, drives car number 2 out of Edwardsville, Illinois. He'll start back in the 9th row on the inside. We got some autographs going on here, fans. We have vintage cars on the racetrack as well. Matt Goodnight signing autographs. There we go, that's number 39 there. You've got some pretty high-footing people in your pit over there. I see Mr. Nolan working on the car. How's the speed in that 39 today?
Good. It's really good. We're happy with the way everything's going, and feel good.
Now, Matt, I know you're from this area, and the pallet how important is it for you knowing, I mean, you help make this race possible, so number 1, thank you, but number 2, the importance of bringing this high caliber of event back here to Winchester Speedway. Your thoughts about the excitement level of the area and for you personally?
It's just awesome. It's an awesome opportunity for our business. But more importantly, it's also to bring USAC back to Winchester. I grew up and watching it, coming out here and enjoying the races, and I get to do it. That's pretty cool.
We wish you well. We'll get back to the autographs as well. Matt Goodnight, drive number 39. Just started the 8th position tonight. The Goodnight Racing Machine. It's going to be fun, man. We're going to let you talk to a few more folks. Actually, we're going to find out more about what's going on the track here shortly. Book signing going on. The Midway's cooking. Food smells great. It tastes awesome. We're going to head back upstairs and let you learn more about these beautiful cars on the racetrack right now. Taking laps in these few moments before we get the cars printed for the Winchester Classic 100. Presented by the Pepsi.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's us again. It's Eric Ray and Bill Simpson with the Midwest Old Timers Vintage Race Car Club. Getting spoiled tonight, but let us come out again to share a little bit of racing history with you folks. Have a nice selection. This is our second heat out on track currently. earlier tonight, you might have heard a little story about Troy Ruttman, 1952 Indy 500 champion. He's also the youngest 500 winner ever at 22 years old. You might have spotted on that old Calhoun Watson Roadster replica that was going around the track earlier. You might have seen a little pig painted on the nose. Now there is a reason for that. Car owner J.C. Agajanian was born just outside of Los Angeles in the early 1930s and grew up on his family's swine farm. Worked hard, made a little bit of money, and he decided he was going to buy himself a race car and compete out on the track. To which his father promptly replied, "Well, I want you to pack your bags, kiss your mother goodbye, and while you're at it, change your name." Because with the mortality rate at the time, he had no interest in seeing his son compete on track, but they did reach a compromise. JC could buy the car, but he couldn't drive it. So at the age of 18, he was probably the youngest car owner in American motorsport history, and he must have had something special going on because he won his first 500 in 1952 with Troy Ruttman driving a Kuzma-built, Offenhauser-powered sprint car. It was the last time a sprint car actually won the Indianapolis 500. And that number 98 lives on today, both historically on track and in the actual Indianapolis 500. The Agajanian family continues to sponsor cars, including 2016 Indy 500 champion Alexander Rossi. You can actually still spot that famous pig logo on the nose cone of his Dallara. We got some of our Silver Crown cars back on track, some sprint cars. We got our interesting looking modifieds, including our fan favorite, that number 69 that just passed in front of you. Bill, you were talking earlier about that car. It's one of the favorites. People love looking at it. Great attention to detail.
Really pretty car, and a very capable car. It built pretty much from the ground up about 5 years ago. The frame was original, but the body became, I suppose there were some body parts that were rehab as they put that car together. But that is an Edmund. That's it. Copy.
Chevy in the front. The car actually ran at Winchester. The last appearance here was in 1991, so here we are 30 years later, and it's back on the banking here, and you also have to have a file.
That is the original.
Yes, that is correct.
We're here at Winchester Street. That's a car that has a lot of sentimental value. All of them with this track.
Well, we keep getting on the subject of family. The car owner, Brian, his father, Brent, actually drove the car and was the 1980 Little 500 Rookie of the Year. And I suppose it's genetic because Brian's son, Brandon, was actually the 2007 Little 500 Rookie of the Year. So the apple isn't fall too far from the tree.
Again, we have that 39 number car, record number 21, that sprint car in the turn 2 right now. People, automobile, driven by, I guess I can start pulling out names, but if you saw them run successfully in the mid-80s or early 90s, especially the mid-80s or early 90s, at some point, they were probably in this many
GT 1941 Mercury on the back straight going into turn number 3. Those of you who weren't here earlier for our first track session, that is one of the only road legal cars that is currently in the Midwest Old Timers Vintage Race Car Club collection. The owner says he likes to take it to get ice cream from time to time.
Sometimes people ask me what's behind all this whole idea of vintage racing. It is said by some that vintage racers strive to acquire and race the exotic racing cars that they watched in their youth. Fortunately, there are many vintage racers who acquire these cars from a lot of different eras, and you can see that tonight in the cars that we presented. So it's important to support, and especially at historic tracks. And watch so many great races that racing cars are out on the track, roaring and howling their homages. And across America, there are many active groups saluting almost every type of race car, similar to what we have here. Again, Midwest Old Timers Vintage Race Car Club, over 100 members in about 15 states in Canada. It's our privilege to be with you tonight here in Winchester.
Well, and I think the key word that really bridges the gap between the open racing today and the folks that are club that share racing history and tracks across the Midwest is passion. You know, the speeds aren't even remotely comparable, but the passion is there. The love for the sport, the love for history, the love for the cars, the drivers, the owners, mechanics, and all the rest. They all probably started like I did, with their heels in the air, laying on the floor, reading a book about old racing drivers. And
I can envision that.
yeah, here they are now. And it really is a dream come true. If what they're feeling out there is even a semblance of what I'm feeling up here, then I'm sure everybody's heart's on fire out there on the track right now.
Yeah, these cars run it with yellow, under the yellow flag, but it's a big job. These cars are pieced together. It's a beautiful sight when we watch them, and you can imagine these together reformed after years of neglect. And that can be a really painstaking process. In many of ours, I'd say many of these cars, there's hundreds of hours, frankly,
Oh, at least.
put these together and bring them back to the historical values that you're watching tonight, getting them running, and then getting them with some reliability, which always, with these older cars, always becomes a question. And that's another reason we run at these types of meetings, run at exhibition speeds, because the cars are older, they have parts, we do the best we can and try to keep them as safe as possible. The drivers are equipped with safety equipment, and they do adhere to reasonable speeds.
Well, and I like the way you mentioned how cars were hand fabricated back in the day, passion projects by mechanics, or sometimes the driver and the mechanics. So it's cool that they live on the track today. And it looks like the checkered flag is out for our second and final session of the night. Once again, we want to thank the promoters and ownership of the Winchester Speedway for inviting us out today to share a little bit of racing history with you this evening. Hope you folks stay safe going home tonight. Enjoy the main event later tonight with the USAC Silver Crown Series out on track. It's going to be a great show. I'm sure everyone's going to have an awful lot of fun.
You know, since way back in just after the turn of the century, this facility has hosted the best in high-speed racing. And for generations, families have returned here to see the best. We truly hope you've enjoyed our portion of the program. Now let's get set to go racing. Thanks a lot, everybody.